Good morning, Capricorn, and welcome to my channel, Cancer Moon Oracles. My name is Rosa, and I am coming in with your weekly love reading. This is a general reading, Capricorn, and if it does resonate with you, please like this video, share this video with anyone who needs to hear the message, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. To the cross watchers tuning in on a Capricorn in your life, feel free to take the messages as they best resonate for you. In my videos, you can reverse the roles as they are general. Otherwise, I always recommend a personal reading, and all the details on how to work with me and connect with me if you would like to do a reading with me are in the show more section below. This video can be good for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus Capricorn placements also. And apologies in advance, Capricorn, in the delay in getting your reading out. You know, life has happened and life sometimes gets in the way. I don't want to make any excuses, but I do want to apologize in the delay of your weekly reading. But I also do believe that it comes at the right time as well. And what's really interesting, Capricorn, is whilst I was meditating on your cards and in the pre-shuffle, you're not going to believe it, but the moon has come out. And I was looking at it and I was like, today, it's Monday here in Australia, and it is a full moon in Capricorn, would you believe? So I'm like, it's no coincidence that I'm doing Capricorn's reading on the full moon in Capricorn. Okay, on the day that the moon is full in the sign of Capricorn. So with regards to opening up your reading, Capricorn, I honestly do believe that this is going to be the overarching energy pertaining to your connection this week. So whoever you're connecting to in love, whoever you're thinking of when you're clicking on this video, I do believe that this message is relevant. Okay, I really, really do. So, you know what? I was going to put that card back in the deck and reshuffle again, but I'm going to go with my intuition on this one. Now, for those of you who are wondering what this deck is, I am using the Spacious Tarot. It's a new deck of mine. I've only just started introducing it here on the channel. I'm still acquainting myself with this deck, so please be patient with me as I learn the cards. But as you can see here, I am really taken in by this moon because the moon feels like it's the standout in this card. It's what I'm most drawn to. And of course, it's a full moon, right? So I'm led to say, Capricorn, that the overarching energy regarding your connection this week is that it's been a very maybe triggering or intense time. And this moon, what it's doing is it's allowing you to surrender. Okay, maybe something that you've needed to do a long time ago, but it's allowing you to finally accept and surrender to whatever maybe you have been suppressing or ignoring within your connection. Now, the moon casts a shadow, but it also casts a light. And I feel like the light of this full moon is illuminating something within your partnership that Spirit wants you to finally surrender to. Okay, now surrender can mean submission, acceptance. It could also mean let go. So when the moon is full like this, it's asking you to release and let go. Okay, maybe holding on to something, feeling maybe rather resentful, feeling very hurt, maybe for the longest time. And maybe for some of you Capricorns, you've suppressed it. Okay, you've buried it deep down inside, but it's been bubbling up, and I feel like it's reached its peak to the point you just can't ignore this anymore. Whatever that is within your situation, whatever that is within your dynamic, it's going to look different for everybody. But the moon, this is also a super moon, Capricorn. So it's a situation that cannot be ignored anymore. It's something that you cannot turn a blind eye to anymore. It needs to be acknowledged. And the moon also affects us emotionally. So I do want to say with that, like, you can't ignore your emotions, right? You can't. You can only do that for so long, but it eventually like catches up with you. It eventually catches up with us. And being an earth sign, you're more connected to, the earthly realm. So the emotional side for you is, or can be, like, it's an unknown zone. It's an unfamiliar zone. But I feel like, yeah, it's like your emotions are finally catching up with you, and there needs to be this release so the healing can take place. All right, let's uncover more about this. Let's open up the reading by taking a look at your energy first, and then we'll transfer over to your person's energy and try to understand what's going on there. But this moon energy affects the both of you. It's affecting the both of you. It's affecting the dynamic. It's affecting the connection, right? The moon can also, like I said, it could be suppression. So you might be tuning in thinking, yeah, well, Rosa, my person, they are suppressing their feelings. They're keeping something from me. I can just feel it. I feel like I'm left in the dark. But there's also an element with this full moon in Capricorn that is requiring you to just surrender and let go. Okay, and accept that maybe you're not meant to know, maybe you're not meant to know what is going on, okay, because it's leading you in a different direction, or it's trying to lead you down a different pathway. That maybe you are also being resistant to. That you're resisting here. But this moon, it's like you can no longer resist where this moon is trying to lead you. The light of the moon. Okay, the light of the moon is trying to lead you down a particular path. It's also a very intense time because the moon it's intensity, it's intensifying. So I feel like it could be a very intense time with regards to your situation. It could feel like it's intense within your connection also. Okay, let's dive deeper into this. So we'll open up with your energy. Spirit, angels and guides, tell us more about the energy of Capricorn. How is Capricorn feeling with regards to their love life for the upcoming days and week? Oh, cards flying everywhere. You know what? I'm going to take the Sun card, because that's the card that's on the top. I'm going to put the Three of Pentacles back. I don't feel called to take the Three of Pentacles, but I saw the Sun, so we're going to acknowledge the Sun. This is awesome because we're going from the moon to the Sun. Can you see that? So the moon represents the darkness, the Sun represents the light. So You're moving essentially from the shadows to the light. Look at this. You've got the Empress. I love that, the Empress. I love that. Show me Capricorn's energy. Wow, the star. So we've got all the celestials here. We've got the sun, the moon, and the star. Wow. Okay, what have we got at the bottom of the deck? The Lovers. Look at that. Major Arcana for Gemini. For some of you, you could be connecting to a Gemini here. I'll just pop that there for a second. So you're moving from the shadows to the light here this week, Capricorn. And I really love that for you, because the sun would tell me that on some level you are surrendering. On some level you are accepting. On some level you are letting go. Okay, you're letting go to release yourself. You're letting go to heal yourself. You've got the Star and the Empress energy here. You've got 3 major arcanas, Capricorn. Okay, this is almost like it's out of your control. This is not something that you can control this week. This is something that is happening for you. Right? These 2 cards here equate to healing. They really, really do. And I love that for you, because you're moving, like I said, from the shadows to the light, which is telling me here with the Sun card that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You're moving through some heaviness. And maybe for a lot of you Capricorns, you've already dealt with that. Okay, you've already dealt with the heaviness of your situation. And I feel like this week you're well on your way to healing. Maybe healing from the challenges that you've been facing. Maybe this person has hurt you. Whatever the situation is for you, you're well on your way to healing. We'll add some, meat to the bones of this reading. Now, it could be with the Empress here, Capricorn, it could be at the center of your reading. The Empress is self-worth, self-love. Okay, it represents your worth. It represents that you are not going to tolerate being treated with disrespect. You're not going to be taken for granted or taken advantage of any longer. You know? So I really like that for you. And with the Star card here, Capricorn, this is what you're guided to do. You've been guided down this path. Your heart has been guiding you to go down this path or go down in this direction for quite some time. I feel like with the moon here, maybe for some of you, you've been ignoring it for the longest time. And I feel like that is because it was wrapped around, maybe your lack of self-worth, maybe a lack of standards here. I'm not saying that you don't have standards, but I feel like you've even, you've let some of those standards slide. Why? Because with the Lovers here, you bend the rules, or you did bend the rules because you do truly believe, or you did believe that this was your person. And you kind of do let things slide when you really love someone and when you really feel that connection to someone on the deepest level. And that is why you did let, maybe the boundary slide a little. Maybe for some of you with the Empress here, you are married to this person. Maybe you have children with this person. Okay, because the Empress would lead me to believe that, for some of you, you're committed to this person. So sometimes when you're in a committed relationship, yeah, you got to make some sacrifices. Okay, that's a whole part of being in a marriage or being in a committed relationship. Yeah, so let's just dive a little deeper. But the star is here, so it's telling me that you've had to heal an aspect of yourself, which is the lack of standards or the lack of boundaries. Maybe you've been, like I said, disrespected. Maybe you've felt underappreciated. Maybe you have felt undervalued. Maybe, like I said, for the moon here, you've suppressed it. And you've made yourself all these sorts of excuses because you're in love with this person. Okay, but then you've got the Four of Swords underneath, which again, this Four of Swords is like a healing card. You've healed through some of these thoughts or ideas that you've had around being in a relationship. Because the Lovers does represent a relationship to me. But it also represents a choice. Okay, and the choice is, I feel like the choice is to sacrifice or be sacrificed. Is that right? To sacrifice or be sacrificed. And I feel like you have sacrificed yourself a lot for this person. You've sacrificed to some degree quite a fair bit for this person or for this relationship. And maybe because with the Star card, because you've really longed for it for quite some time. But there's a beautiful healing energy coming in with this Four of Swords for me, for you. And I really love that for you. And I love the Sun card here in your energy also. Because the Sun, like if you think about it, the Sun is your natural sterilizer. It naturally sterilizes us. So you put your clothes out in the sunshine to dry, and it just sterilizes the clothes. So on some level, you've been cleansed. Okay, you've been cleansed and you've been sterilized. And I feel like it's all got to do with this full moon that you're coming through. I just want to expand on the Empress. I won't spend too much time here because we'll have a look at your person's energy. Yes, there's the Eight of Wands. Okay, this is already you're well on your way of self-empowerment here. And I really love that for you. You're saying to me, Rosa, if this person cannot respect me or treat me with respect or show that they appreciate me, then I'm moving forward, Rosa. I'm moving forward. You're moving forward into a place of maybe even more healing here with the Star card. Okay, you're being guided to move forward in a really big way. Like you've got all major arcanas, guys. Like I said, this is happening for you. And I feel like it's come at the, I could say at the perfect time, at the right time. I'm going to leave the Lovers here somewhere and we'll take a look at your person's energy, okay? Because I feel like, I've spent quite a fair bit of time here. So hang with me, guys. Let's take a look at your person's energy this week. Let's see what's going on with your person. So Spirit, tell us more about the person that Capricorn is connecting to or dealing with in love this week. Okay, so we've got the Six of Pentacles. Or they've got the Six of Pentacles, I should say. I did see the Two of Swords, okay. I did see the Two of Swords. Okay, they've got the Eight of Wands too. The Eight of Wands. Oh, I saw the Ace of Pentacles, but I don't feel called to take it. Tell us more about the person that Capricorn is dealing with and connecting to this week. Tell us more. Spirit, tell us more. What is it that... Here we go. Daughter of Swords. You could be connecting to an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We've got the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So yeah, I would say with the Nine of Cups here, I would say that on some level, maybe you've been dealing with someone who was very self-absorbed. Okay, I kind of get that with the Nine of Cups. I know it deals with wish fulfillment. I know it speaks to like a wish fulfillment, but we're getting there, right? But I do get on some level that this person has been somewhat self-absorbed. Okay. Now, the interesting thing here with your person is that they've got the Eight of Wands here in the center of their energy. And if you look at this Eight of Wands, these 8 wands are being struck by lightning. So your person is having some kind of a wake-up call this week. Okay, they're receiving some kind of epiphany, or they're having some kind of a light bulb moment. They're receiving some kind of a clarity. Okay, they're receiving some kind of a clarity. Now, the Daughter of Swords is here. So this is someone who is acquiring knowledge and information that they don't have available to them. So I do see on some level that this person is trying to understand, maybe understand you, because you've got the heavy players in your energy this week. And it's kind of like hitting this person really hard. But it's like whatever they have had their eyes closed to here, whatever they've been avoiding, whatever they've been ignoring within your situation, they are being illuminated to it. Okay, that they are being shown it. They are seeing it. So can we expand just to understand what's really going on here with this person? Because I would feel like here with your person with the Daughter of Swords is that maybe they've been withholding information from you, because the Moon is here in your overarching energy. So I do feel like this person hasn't been 100% open in their communications with you here. So what's this Daughter of Swords? Yeah, look at that, the Hermit. Okay, they haven't been open in their communications with you. I feel, if anything, this person has withdrawn themselves from you and then can't understand why you're letting go, or why you're moving forward, or why you're now, setting these boundaries. They can't understand why, but they are being illuminated to the understanding of that this week, because the Hermit would lead me to believe that this person is understanding why this is happening now. Okay, you could be dealing with a Virgo also. You could be dealing with someone, or you could have been dealing with someone who has shut down maybe all kinds of communication with you here. Let's understand this Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands. Okay. The Two of Wands does speak to an energy of someone who is in their comfort zone. Okay, who is in their comfort zone. And I feel like you're dealing with someone who has been very, very comfortable in this situation. And all of a sudden, you've made this big shift, or you're making this big shift, and this person's going, whoa, what's happening here? But the good thing is, though, Capricorn, is that you've had to almost jolt this person out of their comfort zone because they've become too comfortable, to the point here that, yeah, you know, they took advantage of you. They took you for granted. And if we are feeling like we are being taken for granted, it's because we've become complacent within the partnership or the connection. And I feel like that's what's happened with this person. But the good news is that they do have the Hermit card here in the Daughter of Swords. So they are becoming aware of themselves. And if they are becoming aware of themselves, then we have growth. Okay, then we have growth. Because the Hermit card is a major arcana. So it would tell me that, you know, you've almost had to both go through this shift. So this person could receive some kind of a spiritual, you know, kind of kick up the butt. A spiritual lesson, a spirit that, you know, this is a spiritual journey that this person is going through. They've had to have this happen. The good news is, though, the Six of Pentacles is here. And I like the Six of Pentacles in this depiction because it does represent growth. So your person is definitely going through some kind of growth-like experience. Now, it could be here that this person is needing to, you know, leave their comfort zone in order for, if they are still, hang with me. If they are seeing you as a wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups, then on some level, they are going to have to leave their comfort zone. Okay, if they see you as a wish fulfillment and they don't want things to, you know, fall apart here with you, then they're going to have to leave their comfort zone. The Six of Pentacles does tell me here that this person would like to grow with you and expand with you here. And on some level, they're going to have to reciprocate. They're going to have to put in. They're going to have to invest into the relationship on some level. Otherwise, it isn't going to work. So let's have a look at this Six of Pentacles. Let's understand this Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, the Three of Swords. Okay, so the obvious one with the Three of Swords is, you know, third party energy. Maybe there was a third party involved in this situation, Capricorn. The moon is here, so maybe it was hidden from you. Okay, maybe it was hidden from you. Maybe it is being revealed, or it has been revealed. Okay, now the other thing that I'm getting here is lovers' quarrels. So I do see the Three of Swords as quarrels between two lovers. And with the moon here, well, when the moon intensifies, okay, the quarrels can amplify. So it can make the problems in your dynamic that are not being faced or addressed in the month to come to some kind of a head by the time the full moon rocks around. Because, you know, the moon, like I said, it's suppressing something. It's suppressing, we're not addressing the issues. But then what happens is the full moon rocks around and all shit goes to, you know, all hell is blown out of the water. And that's when the quarrels can, you know, happen, for lack of a better way of putting it. So I do see on some level here that there has been some kind of a lover's quarrel. And it's kind of come to a head, or it is coming to a head. And the Three of Swords would depict, what's the word? Disappointment. And when we are feeling disappointed in someone and we're suppressing those feelings, it can compound into resentment. Okay, so the interesting thing here is this person is understanding that you are disappointed in them. Okay, they're understanding that, what was the word that I just used? Not disappointed. I forgot. Sorry, Capricorn, I forgot. But they're understanding how you're feeling here towards them. Now, the Three of Swords is clarifying the Six of Pentacles. So on some level, this person is wanting to fix this Three of Swords energy. Okay, they're wanting to fix the hurt and the disappointment that they have caused here within your partnership, within your connection. And I really like that. I really like that for you guys. It does mean, though, that this person's going to have to get uncomfortable. If they want you, they're going to have to get uncomfortable. So let's have a look at this Nine of Cups then in their energy. Let's have a look at the Nine of Cups in their energy. Ultimately, the Nine of Cups, it does speak to personal happiness. So I do feel that they want to get the happiness back in this connection. They want to get back to that happy place with you in this connection. The Seven of Wands. And in order to get that happy place back, they're going to have to fight for you. Okay, they're going to have to fight for you. They're going to have to really put in the work. Now, you may have your wall up at this point. You definitely have a boundary set because you've got the Empress in your energy. Okay, you're coming up, you're coming through as the Empress this week. So I love that for you because on some level, this person is now, taking you seriously, Capricorn. They're taking you seriously. They're looking at you with a different level of respect. And I really love that for you. Okay. All right, so let's just quickly take a look at, I was going to take a look at this person's actions. Let's just quickly go there with their actions. So what action will this person take this week? Spirit, what will Capricorn's person's actions be this week? Show us their actions here this week. Nice. The Two of Cups. The Seven of Cups. Now, what's interesting in this depiction of the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups can speak to, illusions, delusions, but I love this depiction in this Seven of Cups because one cup is face down. And I'll explain to you why. Because this cup that is turned over, to me, it represents, I'm not going to be anybody's option. I'm not going to be treated like an option. I will not be available for this. So energetically, you're telling this person, I'm not going to be available for this. I'm not signing up for this kind of a relationship. Okay, I'm not subscribing to this kind of a relationship. which is, with the Seven of Cups, typically speaking, is like an option, being treated like an option, not being prioritized in the relationship. But what I love with regards to this person's actions is that this person does care about you. And I would say for some of you that this person truly does love you enough to make you the priority this week. Okay, they want to prioritize you. Now, the Six of Cups, see these 6 cups that are sitting upwards or upright, they're standing upright, tells me here that this person truly does care about you. Because the Six of Cups, you know, that's the energy of someone who is like, you're very important to this person. And on some level, this person wants to get that relationship back on track. They want to get that relationship back on track. The one that represents when you were both happy and, you know, making beautiful memories with each other. But somewhere along the way, something shifted and changed because we've got that 1 cup that's upside down. Okay. And that cup that's upside down tells me that someone has been taken advantage of. Someone has been taken for granted. And that cup turned upside down is telling me that you're saying to me, Rosa, I'm not subscribing to being taken for granted anymore or being treated like an option anymore. You know? So I do see very clearly here that this person would like to ultimately get that relationship that you once had back on track. But the interesting thing is it's not going to be the same as it was. It can't be the same as it was because you've got some heavy hitters here in your spread this week. You've got the moon, the sun, the empress, the star, the lovers. You know, you've got 3 celestials coming in. And they're coming in your energy. So you're not going to be the same person. You know, this person can take the necessary action steps to, you know, bring your relationship back into harmony and balance, but you're not going to be the same person as you were prior to this shift happening, prior to this full moon occurring in the sign of Capricorn. Do you understand me, Capricorn? I was going to close out the reading with an oracle card, but I have put all my oracle cards away. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm just trying to find where my... Oh, of course, it's right on the bottom. Hang on a sec. You know what? No, I'll grab an animal spirit card from the Colette Baron Read deck to close out this reading. Sorry guys. Now, if it has resonated with you here today on some level, please like this video. Show me that you have resonated by hitting that like button. Feel free to utilize the super thanks button also for those of you who would like to make a small donation or a donation to the channel. And I am also on the socials, so if you would like to connect with me on the socials for exclusive only content, you will find my social links in the show more section below. Look at that, wasp spirit. I love the wasp spirit because underneath here it says, sometimes life stings. Yeah, it does. Like, life is never perfect, you know, we're never ever laying in a bed of roses. But you know, you've probably heard me use this explanation before, but if you've ever been bitten by a bee or a wasp, it freaking hurts like hell. Okay, it hurts like hell. However, the hurt doesn't last for long. Okay, at some point, you know, you begin to heal from the wound of the sting. You begin to heal. And I really do feel like this wasp spirit is really depicting the energy nicely of what's occurring this week. Okay, you've gone through a situation, or you're going through a situation where it's really, really hurting one of you. And maybe in turn, overall, it's hurting the both of you. But it takes one person to get hurt in order for the shift to happen. Sometimes sometimes, you know, some of us are stubborn. Like, honestly, some humans can be stubborn. Sometimes we don't make a change until it freaking hurts, until we get to this point where it hurts so much or the situation becomes painful. And then we realize, oh, actually, yeah, well, this doesn't feel comfortable anymore. I need to do something about it. Like, why do we as humans sometimes have to get to that point? Why do we wait for it to get to that point, right? But I do feel that, yeah, it was a shitty situation, but it was meant to happen. It was meant to happen for the shift to take place in order for the healing to occur. Now, this can either heal your relationship, because it's going to look different for every Capricorn out there, or it's going to heal you. But someone, like, I see healing taking place, and I feel like you're the initiator of this healing, because you've got the Star card here. You've been guided towards this kind of path for quite some time. So I feel like you're the initiator here. And do you know what? That's just hit me. You're a cardinal sign, Capricorn, so I'm not surprised that you've probably initiated this. So that's where I'm going to leave your reading. I do hope it resonated. I do look forward to your comments, you guys. And until my next video, take care, Capricorn.